Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina. They'll run this play from the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Handoff to the lone back. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Bulls get it past the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Brown will throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He turns that loose down the right side.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They're testing the right side here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good... A first down for the offense. Quarterback checking off. He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, it's second down. Brown wants to pass. Escapes, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the defense... South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Tackle is made after the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Brown will throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the right. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that pass. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina. Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack. And the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So NC State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you... Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, and the Wolves. First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Trying to get behind the defense. Snags it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Bulls are flying down the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the ball is intercepted. Bringing it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, and now the offense will come onto the field again. Quarterback checking the play. Brown wants to pass. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Going deep. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, South. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He'll put the tight end in motion. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you could have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
On second down, looking again to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Porter. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Brown will throw it. Slips a tackle. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He was able to get that ball up to the... South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Smith.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and come in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that quarterback. And a nice job with that concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Catch in the middle. It's Porter. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on first down. He got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bulls. Here comes the offense on first down. They keep it on the ground to open the third. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Going to the running game. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Brown wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10, and he will roll. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Snaps it in the shotgun. He tries to take the top off. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Coming after it. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive.
Going for it all. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, you. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and USF is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The handoff to Johnson. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. You try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback will audible. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum. If you get it here on 4th and short, if you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Touchdown, Bulls! South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know on offense now you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. It's one thing to execute.